Welcome back, Divine Feminine. We're here to do your update for the end of 2023, moving into 2024. Yes, it is that time of the year, and we are wondering what is coming up for Divine Feminine. I do directly feel Divine Feminine is going through a healing, and I do feel the advice, especially from an intuitive level. I'm noticing this card coming through. I do feel there's a great deal of healing. And there can be a message that is coming through that is going to be very positive, but it's also asking you to intuitively, not just to go with your head, but also to go with your heart. But it's to find that common ground and that harmony. I do feel there is going to be something internally that is going to shift within you. And I don't feel this is a negative thing, but I do feel that, the need to be grounded, communication coming in. You also could be feeling quite nostalgic and wishing to reach out. Now, I do feel that where we are looking at the past position and the future position really does come from the title here. We have the outcome card being a jewel within a teardrop, and it's in reverse. So the first term I heard was no more tears to cry. And in the past position, we have the eternal dance, movement, wheel of life, path of least resistance. Now, this has gone to the past position. I do feel, especially for those of you that do understand astrology, they bring significant changes up. At the moment, we do have the North Node in Aries. The first term I heard with the North Node in Aries was Battle of the Sexes. It was moving beyond the wound, especially because we currently have Chiron and Aries. The other thing was balancing the masculine and the feminine energy, especially because the South Node at the moment is Libra. So these two cards really for the outcome between, it's almost like the past is meeting the future and the future is meeting the past. It's like you're doing a 180 here. And I do feel, a lot of you in this heart space, you are going to come into a more harmonized manner. It may not necessarily happen right away, but what you're ultimately desiring is for harmony to be happening within your life. Power, self-confidence, and productivity. You could also be very creative, I do feel, and have these wonderful ideas moving into 2024. And I do feel this can also be around your nearest and dearest. Spiritually, I do feel you are becoming more firm and realizing that you can have boundaries. It doesn't necessarily mean you don't love the person, but you can directly have boundaries with individuals. And you generally will find if there has been a blockage in your twin flame path, that blockage also will show up in different areas and facets of your life. So once that element has been healed, we tend to have a more healthier relationship with that circular energy. Yeah, there's some unfinished business here, and I do feel, to a degree, Divine Feminine is wondering if the connection with DM can be healed. Many of you also, I feel there is an old chapter here that is requiring to end, but I also feel with this eternal dance, especially if there has been a drama that has been continuing to play out, I get this, it's almost like an ultimatum energy, but it doesn't feel you saying anything at all. It's through your words, it's through your actions, it's your standpoint, it's your lessons you've learned. I feel you're trying to build, and, if this individual wants to build with you, you're all for it. I do feel, however, if they're in that repeated pattern, I feel for a lot of you, you're going to become really attracted by it. Okay, there can be somebody that is going to be quite critical towards you. This, for some of you, could have played out already. There also could be a circumstance relating to love. It's like you have a benchmark here. It's like, right, these are my stock standard needs. And I feel you're not lowering your standards anymore. It doesn't mean to say you have to be self-righteous, but I definitely feel Divine Feminine is really requiring this person to come correct, not spell some porcupines. Like I said, really coming correct. You're very, very determined and matter of fact here. If there is an individual who is married in a karmic relationship, I do feel Divine Feminine's going to say something. There also could be some news around a karmic, and the karmic doesn't have to be, in this instance, a romantic partner, but for some, yes, it definitely is. I do feel this message is coming in. Not necessarily is it going to be a good message, but what I do get is it's changing Divine Feminine's mind. Yeah, this has got DM really up in their feels. They are concerned you are going to look at it incorrectly. I had Divine Feminine saying, no, I'm seeing everything correctly. I do inadvertently believe that due to this Divine Feminine, it's going to go through a shift. I also feel that there could be communication coming in at a drop of a hat, but I definitely feel Divine Feminine pushing back here. Divine Feminine knows exactly what they want. And I feel that there's going to be less sugarcoating things. You could have a very, very busy schedule surrounding family. Some of you can have family members coming out. Some of you are going to regain harmony within your tribe. There also is an offer here. There could be a suitor who is on the sidelines and has been observing you. And I do believe some of them are about to come out of the woodworks. Okay, what is this pain, this jewel of wisdom? Yeah, I feel you've really dealt with a lot. 100%. There is a rebirth here. I feel you're not listening to any sad stories. It's like you're very determined. You know where you're going. You're actually placing, how do you explain it? When we have been going into enabling, a lot of times, instead of that person sitting with that problem or that conundrum, it's almost like it's coddled, it's soothed. So there is a delay. And, we empathize and understand, but there is a delay. And I really do feel the tribal energy, especially with this full moon by month's end, still really lingering through. I do see the infinity symbol here with the tree of life. They're making reference to a significant date. This can be around an eclipse. I'm going to try and check the eclipse dates because a lot of times when I channel these messages, I do believe this is 2024. Now, I want to look at moon energy. For those of you that don't know, I love using AstroSeek, especially for you when you are actually looking at your birth chart and you're very new. It does directly give you a breakdown of what houses they are, and it can simplify that, especially if you're not very experienced with it. Okay, something is coming full circle here. Okay, yep, January, February, March, April. I was really picking big changes between April. We're having the eclipse in Libra. This is going to be at 5 degrees. Yeah, anywhere between April and May, I do feel there's a big portal. I do feel this can be a shift and a change. But I definitely do feel Divine Feminine expecting less, but potentially getting more. I do feel the back off sign and the do not disturb sign I'm physically seeing psychically. Again, that can be an attitude, a way of being, or a direct 3D circumstance. I do feel divine feminine. You also have lady luck, especially where it comes to wealth. This also can be linked to punting. Some also can be receiving a pay rise or a bonus. And they're really referencing, especially for those of you that have a friend, there could be a friend going through something. But I almost get that this person is a frenemy. I don't feel they have the best of intents for you. Keep your eyes peeled for that frequency. You directly will know who this person is. Somebody can be a little bit friendly at the moment, and I feel it's interesting to hear the message within a message. I do feel you could be having some communication, and I hear the term message in a bottle. I will see you during the week for our updates. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you. It would be great. We are giving some giveaways very separately. You can get these pre-release within the Members Hub. Happy New Year. Keep safe. And if you do need added support, you can get such through the members or via my website for a personal booking.